Leafs Nation, gather around, please. If you've watched my videos enough, especially over the last, couple months or so, basically back to November, you know that I've gone down twice to Penn State to see football games. Went to see the playoff game against SMU, went to see against Washington in November. My aunt used to work there, so obviously a big Penn State football fan. And if you're a sports fan in general, you know what happened tonight. As Penn State loses to Notre Dame in a walk-off field goal to end the season. And Leafs Nation, for all the people around here, we know what it's like. But it just hammers home to me of why do I will care so much about sports, right? Why do I care so much to constantly get heartbroken every which way I look for the teams I cheer for? And they can't just lose a game, right? They couldn't have just lost 27-10, got your teeth kicked in, and all she wrote. No. It's got to hurt in the most way possible. Leafs Nation, we know how that feels basically every year. So, just another knife in the gut for me. Anyways, I'm going to try and put some emotion into this, even though the Leafs didn't give us much emotion whatsoever today. As they lose 6-3 to the Carolina Hurricanes in Raleigh. And, when you allow 36-year-old Eric Stahl to get or Jordan Stahl, one of them, who cares, to get a hat trick, it's pretty sad stuff. I'm not even going to break down all six. All I know is that Nick Robertson scored the first goal. And shout out JD Bunkus. He calls Nick Robertson scratch and score. Every time he gets scratched, he comes back and scores a goal. He did it 2 minutes into the game today. His 7th of the year. Lorenz and Domi with assists. And then Willie Nylander, after a really good start to the period for him, has a rush, rips it off the post, has a breakaway, stopped. Then he gets another breakaway and buries it off the post. Leafs are up 2-0, 7:29 into the first period. You're feeling pretty good about things. Well, then things just fall apart. 13:58 in, Eric Robinson scores to make it a 2-1 game. And 17 seconds. 17 seconds after that goal, Jordan Stahl scores one of his three, and we're tied at 2. Start of the second period. Actually, screw it. First period in shots, 13-12 in favor of the Leafs. Second period, Jordan Stahl again, but this time shorthanded. 35 seconds into the contest. Into the second period. But then on that same power play, Austin Matthews scores a nice power play goal. He gets fired up. Nyes and Marner have assists, and the goal is 14th at $1.11. Great, we're tied at 3 again. Problem is, less than 4 minutes after that, Jason Blake's son, former Leaf Jason Blake, his son Jackson Blake, scores his 9th goal of the year, 4:58 in, and then there goes the lead. There goes the tie. It's a 4-3 game, and we are 5 minutes into the second period. What is happening? Leafs don't get anything the rest of the period. They get outshot 12-8 in the second period. And you go to the third, trailing 4-3. 20 seconds in to the third period, George Stahl scores the hat trick. Seth Jarvis scores the empty netter. Who the hell cares? Let me break down a few things. They scored goals 17 seconds apart in the first period. They scored a goal 35 seconds into the second period, shorthanded. And then they scored a goal 20 seconds into the third period. What the hell are we smoking? I get it's a regular season game. They had won 5 in a row, blah, blah, blah. Look, let's be honest. I believe, weren't 2 of those against the Islanders? Well, I know as hell one was against the Bruins, who, they lost tonight. They are not a good team. Sure, you beat the freaking Flyers twice. Barely. 3-2 both times. One took overtime. And then you play a team in Carolina who haven't been playing very well, right? But they're about a 500 team. They're about where you are, right? Records are very, very similar. And you go out there and you kind of look stupid. Joe Wall wasn't great. But for the love of God, I'll say it again, because it doesn't seem real this all happened tonight. They scored goals in the first period, 17 seconds apart. The second period, 35 seconds in short-handed. And then 20 seconds into the third period. Wild stuff. And you know what? That top unit of Matthews and Marner were sick is an understatement. They were awful. Downright pitiful. Sure, they scored a power play goal. Matthews was a -6. Matthew Nyes, a -5. Mitch Marner, -6. And just to add salt in the wound, Morgan Riley was a -3. Look, every team has one of those bad games. And boy, was this a bad game. And if anything, I'm glad they lay the egg on the road. Fine. But it looks like they missed Jake McCabe badly, man. God, do they ever. I got nothing else to say about this team. Joel Wall wasn't great. 5 on 33. He's no good. Love him. He's my guy. No good tonight. Next game for the Leafs Saturday night is you host the Vancouver Canucks. Look, your schedule gets tough. Carolina's a good team. You played them tonight. They're a good team. You play Vancouver next. You then play the Dallas Stars after that. You got the Devils after that. You got the surging Montreal Canadiens. You have the Tampa Bay Lightning, who, regardless, they're going to be a pest. You have the streaking Blue Jackets, who are looking to try and get into a playoff spot and have won 3 in a row right now. The Sens, the Wild, the Oilers, and you go on your West Coast trip. It does not get easy for this team. These 3-2 squeakers against the Islanders and the freaking Flyers, they're fun because you get 2 points and you move on. But getting your ass kicked tonight is no good. I'm very curious as to what we see Saturday night against the Canucks. A team who has been royally struggling. A lot has been going on with their franchise, like off the ice. And they haven't been playing very well. But Leafs Canucks on a Saturday night. It's going to be different. So we'll see how it goes. But I'm in no mindset right now to talk more about this team. And I've gone long enough. And the team sucked tonight. So I'm good, thanks. All right, so you know what, guys? That's the end of this one. If you enjoyed the video and not the game, because for the love of God, who could have enjoyed that game? Hit the like button. I do appreciate that, I guess. Hit the subscribe button. You guys not done so already. Comment down below thoughts on the video, thoughts on the game. Would you like, would you not like from today's game for the Toronto Maple Leafs? Twitter, Discord, Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff is down below. So follow up there if you haven't done so already, and I will talk to you guys. Raptors edition Saturday, 7 o'clock tip-off. Raptors Pistons in Detroit. And for the Leafs, they're home on Saturday night against the Canucks. 7 p.m. puck drop there. Thank you so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and not the game today. Talk to you guys then.